Let's go. All right, guys. Hey, how you guys doing today? So today, I decided to make another video, and the video I'm doing today is basically going to talk about detachment from the outcome and how you can exercise detachment and how you can use it to your advantage to manifest your desires. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to touch on a couple other issues too. I'm also going to touch on the number system, the angel numbers, the synchronicity numbers, and I'm also going to touch on some more things about the universe, energy, and everything like that. All right, because the problem with a lot of individuals is that you do all the steps to manifest. You do your visualization sessions, you do the meditation, but then your desires never come to pass or they never manifest. And the number one culprit of that is because of the issue of detachment. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So let's begin. So they have a saying: what you resist will persist. Okay, what you resist will persist. And this is according to the laws I talk about, the four laws of energy dynamics that the universe uses in creation. So, but before I get into the video, let me just get one thing clear so you guys can understand how the universe really works. All right. So everything in my previous videos, we all know now through quantum mechanics. That's the science, the study of the smallest particles, and everything in the universe is comprised in energy, and it's four phases. Okay, I call them the four EDFs, energy dynamic forces, and I'm going to go over the forces again, so we have a lot of new subscribers, new viewers. So the four forces, the four energetic forces are: we have electromagnetism or magnetism, then we have energy, we have vibrations, and then we have frequencies. All right, those are predominantly the forces that comprise the makeup of everything, me, you, every single thing that you can think of, everything that has a physical, tangible touch. Those are what creates those four energetic forces. Now, the thing is this, guys. I have to let you know this, okay? That you are co-creators. You are co-creators with source energy. What that basically means is this: that you have the ability to create your own reality. Okay, just as the universe portrays it or mirrors it out to you, you can create that as well. And I'm going to show you the steps in this video. I will go over a couple steps. I'll show you how to manifest correctly, how to release detachment, and then expect your desires manifested, whether it be the lottery winnings or a house or a car. And I'm also going to talk about the those numbers. We talk about those synchronicity numbers. But before we begin, I want to let you guys know the concepts of how everything works. I'm going to do a little science, a little physics for you, but I'm going to put it in terms that we all can understand. I'm not going to make it complicated so that everybody's saying like, "Whoa, what is he talking about?" So I'm going to put them in layman's terms so we all can understand how everything works. And once you understand how you are created and how everything interacts, then you will really start to manifest and you can really create what you desire. All right, so let's begin. So in the universe, or in the state of matter, there are these particles that exist. Let's call them quantum packets of energy. They are basically electrons, atoms, and so forth. But these tiny particles are what are these tiny particles comprised of everything that you see around you. They're basically the building blocks. If they create everything that you and I see and interact with, including every single thing. So these particles exist as energy waves because remember, everything is energy. So seeing that these particles exist as energy, let's call them energy packets. So what these particles do is they vibrate. They're always vibrating and oscillating. They're never at rest. You're never at rest. Even if you see me sitting right here now, I am completely energetic vibration because at the core essence of me is matter, and at the core essence of matter is electrons, protons, are these elementary particles. So we're always in a state of vibration energetically. So what these particles do, these are the building blocks. These particles create this car that you see me touching right here. They create me, you, they create your thoughts, they create your emotions, they create the money, they create that house, they create the lottery ticket, they create the check. They basically create everything. And here's something else you got to know. You have control over these particles. You have domain or command to control these particles. And you do that through your subconscious mind, okay? Your creator gave you the tools to create. But because lack of knowledge, lack of awareness, you didn't know how to create it the correct way. So this video, I'm going to show you the correct way and how to get results. All right, we're going to use the science. Now, for a lot of individuals, you might have a hard time believing this. It might be some doubt. You might say, man, I hear what you're saying, but it's tough to understand, or it's tough to comprehend. But I'm going to show it to you very simple, and I'm going to use the science to show it to you, because with science we can prove it. In science we have facts, not opinions. All right, so we'll go with the science part first. So let's go back into these particles. So these particles, I say, they exist as these quantum wave of energy packets. All right, and here's a unique thing about them. Scientists discovered that these particles, they have intelligence. So if you're just observing these particles, they will behave in accordance to what you expect, meaning that your thought pattern, your thought energy frequency affects the particles. So these particles are always floating around, they're always creating. They're there in this infinite sea, what I call the quantum sea of possibilities. Because quantum mechanics, we have the wave of possibility, and then we have the wave of actuality. I spoke about it in my other video. So the wave of possibility basically means that everything that you can conceive, everything that you can think of, everything that you desire, everything that you want, it already exists in that quantum field. And I refer to these particles in the non-physical or spiritual. Okay, when I say spiritual now, we're not talking religious, because all spirituality basically means is just non-physical. Okay, that's what the basic meaning of spirituality is. So spiritual or non-physical mean that you cannot perceive or see these particles with your naked eye. They're so tiny. You have to use instruments or microscopes or electron microscopes to do this. All right, so these particles exist and they float around, and they're in this quantum sea of energy. All right, and with these quantum sea of energy, then, is everything that you desire that you can create. Hello guys, I see you guys here too. Okay, so being that you can create these things, now you create them through your thought and your emotion. So what happens is this: your emotion emits a frequency to the universe, and the universe will project that frequency back to you in a vibration. And here's key: through the law of attraction. Now, the law of attraction is just a force that the universe uses to deliver your desires or manifestation. The law of attraction will never create for you, it can only deliver. I can repeat that again for you. The law of attraction can never create, it can only deliver. The creation begins through the consciousness or the subconscious mind. So your conscious mind, your subconscious mind will have dominion over the quantum particles, meaning that when you think something and you feel something, you can convert these quantum particles into matter. Matter is what everything is made of, you and me, physical things that our five senses can see. When we convert these particles into matter, they become a desire and they manifest. And through the law of attraction, it goes out. When we talk about frequency, it finds the frequency. That's one force. Remember, one force is frequency. The other force is magnetism. So it will find the frequency, then it magnetically attracts that frequency, then it pulls it to you, and then you will see it. For example, with this card that I manifested when I won $60,000. This is I visualized it, I see it, and the law of attraction magnetically brought this to me, and here it is as physical evidence that I seen in my mind, and I desired this card, and I got the money through the lottery, and then I used the money and I purchased this car, my dream car. And here it is, a physical thing that you can see and touch. That is how the law of attraction works. So you have to get that in your mind first, that the law of attraction doesn't create. Okay, so we have that part. So the creation process begins in your subconscious mind. Okay, let's continue. So these particles, they exist, and these waves, and then you have control over them. But here's the key part to it. Even though you have control over these particles, it may become difficult to create them because you have what is known as blockage. Energy block. Remember, energy flows. Energy can never be destroyed or created. It can only expand. It can only be transferred. Okay, so you have all the energy has already existed, ever will be existed. So you have blockage, and these blockages were created when you were young through different emotions, different belief structure. Belief is a paradigm, okay? Okay, do you have a question? Okay, I'll explain how frequency works with the lottery. I'm gonna get to that for you, how the quantum physics works with the lottery. Okay, so these frequencies, they exist, okay? And through the quantum wave particle, they'll bring into your reality what you desire. But here's the key I was talking about. I was talking about the wealth blockers. The wealth blockers are these paradigms. A paradigm is a belief structure that we all have. It's given to you by your parents, by people you look up to, by friends and family. And because during the ages between 4 to 7, your minds were more acceptable, they were more primed to take in information. During those times is when your belief structure formed between the ages of 4 to 7 or 8. So between those times, you already had a belief structure programmed in your subconscious mind. Those belief structures can hurt you because those belief structures are not correct. And I'll give you some of them. Money is not infinite. It's hard to make money. Money comes hard. It's money is evil. Money is bad. Those are negative belief structures, and those stop your potential from reaching or being wealthy or whatever you want to desire. So in order to get rid of these limiting beliefs, because they're stuck way into your subconscious mind, we have to use brainwave affirmations. And what brainwave affirmations basically are, I'm going to put them in layman's terms. There are these frequencies that they go into your brain and they penetrate to your subconscious, and they basically just create or take out those limiting beliefs and put in new neurons. Neurons are brain cells, and it's called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is a term that uses in neuroscience that what happens is it creates new blood vessels, and it creates a new paradigm and a belief structure to attract what you want. So basically, you go into your subconscious mind and tells the subconscious mind, hey, stop it, we don't need this anymore, we're going to change, this is how our reality is going to be. And then you form on what is known as a reality loop. Reality loop is what you experience and see every day in your life. Okay, so you get rid of these first. That's the first thing, and we talk about in my videos, and there's links, affirmations, and how to get rid of these. And once you get rid of these beliefs, then you have a clear energetic flow to attract what you desire. Then you can start to manifest and create. Okay, so here's a key point now. So we got that out the way. Let's talk about how things are created. Things are created in non-physical first. Things are created in your mind first, the non-physical. Then it's projected into the physical. Think about this. Everything that you see now on this earth, even this very car, it was in the idea of someone's mind. Someone had an idea to create this car. First, it was in their mind. They seen it in their mind, and they then drew it on a paper, on a pad, or put in the computer, and then they created it into a actual car. Everything, television, toothbrush, whatever you can think of, it was an image in somebody's mind, and it was brought out from the mind into the reality. So the creation process begins in the mind. That is non-physical. That is a quantum world. Okay, so that is how you're going to create. Let's go. I'm going to touch how the lottery works. So since we know everything is frequency, money vibrates at frequency. Lottery is frequency. It's the same concept. When you purchase a lottery ticket, and that ticket you have in your hands, the lottery, on the back of that ticket, it has, at first, it has a reminder. It says sign your ticket, claim your ticket. The lottery is even telling you, giving you the hints when it says claim your ticket, sign your ticket. When you have a signature line on the back of that ticket, it is an intention that somebody is expected to win. Or else if you weren't expected to win, there wouldn't be a back of the ticket where it says sign and claim. So you have that part already available to you, the intention of winning. So when you get a lottery ticket, the first thing you must do, you must sign that ticket. Because what you do when you sign that ticket, you are confirming a belief to your subconscious mind that this is happening, and a signature certifies acceptance and belief that, hey, I'm signing this ticket. This means I'm winning this ticket. The ticket is mine. Subconscious believes it, becomes the proofer, okay? Now, these tickets are just money. They're the same thing as paper. Remember, we talk about money's energy. A penny has the same frequency as $1,000,000. So the money, the ticket is just a symbol of the money. So what you will do with a lottery ticket is this. When you buy a ticket, do not look at the numbers or the odds, saying, wow, it's 1 in 1,000,000, 1 in 5 billion to win the par, 1 in 10 million to win the mega million, 1 in 1. Listen, the odds don't count anymore, because the odds do not apply now, because guess what? You are deliberately creating your results. You are in control of the quantum particles. You create that winning ticket that you will match the number. Don't look at the numbers as the word term I want to say, the one in a probability or the possibility. You got to look at those numbers now in actuality, because now you can create your desired results. And how do you create your desired results? You create your desired results through your brainwave affirmations. You use the binaural brainwave affirmations. There's ones to help you manifest lottery. They'll go into your subconscious. They'll just hit your subconscious with positive messages, or let your subconscious believe that you will win. And then through your visualization sessions, you will visualize yourself winning that ticket, buying the ticket. But the quickest way to manifest your winnings is to use the end thinking point. So you will visualize yourself already having the check, already having the money. Visualize the person you will take with you to the lottery office, your friend, family, or whoever, the clothes you will wear. Because once you do that, then you produce that frequency match with money, because the law of the lottery is the tickets are money. Those tickets are what I like to refer as uncashed checks, because you will create them from a state of possibility to actuality by believing, by focusing, by seeing yourself already winning the ticket. That is how I produce this. That is how you will produce your winnings. As simple as that. But here comes the difficult part of that now. We will do all that, but guess what? We cannot let go. We cannot detach. And guess what detachment does? It stops that energy flow. It blocks it. It slows it down. Detachment is difficult because there's three structures of our conscious minds. We have our conscious mind, and then we have the subconscious mind, and then we have the middle ground, what is known as the critical faculty or the gatekeeper. What happens is our conscious mind is comprised of our ego. The egotistical part of our mind likes to be in control, and it likes to see things going on in right now. It likes to predict and it likes to hold things. So because we have an ego, the ego gets in control and wants to control the outcome. So it's difficult to just let go. Even though you tell yourself you're letting go, you cannot, you're not gonna let go, because guess why? You can't let go because it is indented in your subconscious mind. So even you say to me, Mark, I have detachment. You know what? I bought my ticket. I put it away. I'm not going to worry about it. No, you still worrying about it. Just by the way you say it, or I can tell. So detachment is what is holding a lot of individuals back from manifesting their desires. Detachment used to hold me back, but now I know how to overcome detachment. Because I overcome detachment, I got what I desire. My car, and I had enough money left, and I bought a small condo. All from lottery wins. And I'm going to show you the same way how to do it. Very simple. But the first key is this. Use the brainwave affirmations. Get those out the way. Program your mind. Use the binaural affirmations. Every night I have links. I can provide you with my personal loops. I use 12 affirmations every night. I fall asleep with these affirmations. My mind is being primed as I'm sleeping, and I get up in the morning, I go and do what I do, and I become a money magnet. I attract money. I win. You can do the same thing, and I'm going to show you how to do that now, okay? So detachment is very difficult because of the egotistical part of our mind. It likes to be in control. So when it wants to see an outcome. So this is the key to get detachment from your mind. All right, and let me use a couple of analogies, and then we can go from there. All right. So let's say we go to a bar. All right, and we want to order a drink. Okay, I'm gonna paint the picture now. Let's use the bar as the universe. The bar is the universe. The chair, the computer where you type the order in, everything in the bar. That let's just use that analogy as the universe. All right. Okay, so we go into the bar and we're gonna buy us some drinks. So we go to the bartender and I say, hey, let me have a rum and coke. The bartender now will use as the law of attraction. Okay? So here we go. So we have the bar is the complete universe. The bartender is the law of attraction. So I say to the bartender, we sit at the bar. The bartender will come over to us, or we'll call him over, and he'll say, what do you want? And I say, let's get a rum and coke. He says, okay. So he'll go over and he'll put the rum and coke. He'll go into the computer or whatever, he'll put it in there. He'll come and ask us for our money. The money is the request. The money is the thought. The money to the universe, that's the universe. So the money that we give the law of attraction, the bartender, will be our thought or our request for a desire. Okay? Here's a key point. Once you put a desire out and a request, it is already complete. The universe never says no. So it doesn't say, "Whoa, Mark, maybe am I worthy to win $5 million, or I did this a few years ago. Can I win it?" Or no, no, no. Whatever you desire, it is always a yes. Okay, so let's continue. So I give the bartender the money. He goes and he puts it in the computer, and our drinks is prepared. And so what we do, we sit, we wait, and then a few minutes later, what? The bartender brings our drinks, we drink our drink, and we're happy. This is what detachment is, guys. That's basically what detachment. So when you go to a bar and you sit, how certain are you that you're going to get the drink? 99%, right? You're not going to sit there and say, man, I'm not going to get this drink, man. Even though, and you paid your money, right? So you like, even when you pay your money, you know your drink is coming, right? You know the drink is coming because you paid. This is how the universe works, guys. It's the same concept as the bar analogy that is given to you. The universe, when the law of attraction puts that order in, or the bartender puts the order in, it is the universe taking the order and it is preparing the drinks. That's what is called the time delay. The time delay is the time it takes for your frequency to match the emitted frequency you're putting out. And the law of attraction is what brings it to you. So we order our drinks, the bartender puts it in a computer, they send it in, the bartender makes it, that is the universe preparing it, and the law of attraction now brings us our drink, which is the bartender, and then we have our drink manifested in front of us. We drink, we have a good time, and here it is. But here's the key that we did though. We practiced detachment because from we sat at the bar, we knew automatically the drink has to come. And that is how you exercise detachment. You have to do it that way. Look at it as that bartender. Because here's the key, guys. You already have what you desire in the non-physical. You've already created it. Your thought is faster than the speed of light. The reason you cannot see what you desire right now because it is in the non-physical form. Non-physical form basically means the quantum form. Okay? So when the quantum form, you already have it. So this is why I'm helping you to see the belief structure that once you put a thought out or a dominant energy vibrational thought, you have already created in the quantum world. Those quantum energy packets I talk about, they're already forming the matter and they're already going to bring it into you as a resist. And the time that it takes is a time delay that we consider time, is that time delay for the frequencies to find each other. And when they match up, the law of attraction brings it to you. So the law of attraction basically law of attraction works for the universe. The universe is his boss. The universe will say, go out, get this frequency, bring it back, give it to so and so they can get their desire. That's what the law of attraction. See, you guys were thinking that the law of attraction was the boss, was the creator. And when you think that way and you project that way, then you cannot manifest your desire. So the law of attraction is just a tool that is used by the universe to bring to you what you desire. Okay? Now here's what I'm saying to you now. So these are created for you already in the non-physical, meaning that within that quantum realm, your desire is already there. It's there as an actual event. What's going on right now is that the frequency search. The universe is searching now to match that emitted frequency. And a lot of you give up right before it's manifested in front of your eyes because you say it's taking too long or why hasn't it happened yet? And then guess what? You start vibrating low and you stop your frequency flow. So now I'm giving you the knowledge to know that once you put it out, it is already created. Sit back, relax, live in the present moment. Boom, it'll manifest into your desire. This is what you do now. So now that you have the detachment part down, remember to use the bar analogy, that's detachment. You know you're going to get your drink. You paid. What you paid with your thoughts. Once you put your thought out there, that's payment to the universe. It never says no. Your credit card never gets declined. There's no such thing as no. It is gone. It is there. So you paid. So you sit back, relax, and then all you have to do to make your manifestation come true is just water it or keep it going, keep the energy flow going. Basically means just do your visualizations 3 times a week. That's it. Don't indulge or don't get in debt into it. Okay? So that is how you will practice detachment. That is how once you practice that detachment part, boom, then money will start to flow into you. Now let's get into the next phase. So you're doing everything that I'm instructing you to do. You started your affirmations. You're doing the brainwave affirmations. You're doing your visualizations. You're doing your meditation. And then now you have your detachment. Now once you have your detachment, here comes the next phase. It's called the tracking phase. The tracking phase is the numeric or the number system that the universe uses to deliver your package to you. These are what we call the synchronicities. Here's a key. This is a very key indication. When you are in the detachment phase, synchronicity will start to show up to you. If you see synchronicity, be happy, jump, because you have exercised detachment. Now it is your tracking number. Those are the numbers that will give you the sign to let you know that things are being manifested for you. It is on the way, and we're going to help you to get the desire. Because remember this, the purest form of communication is mathematics. Mathematics is perfect as far as communication because numbers can never lie. Okay? Numbers can never lie. So when you start to see these numbers coming up into your life, then you will start to know. And I'm going to give you basically what all the numbers mean because I know pretty much all the numbers because they happen in my life and I use them every day to my advantage and I'm always successful, and I'm going to give you the same formula right now. So let's go with the first numbers. Let's go with the twos. If you start to see in the twos, those twos are just, I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown of what the twos mean. The twos basically mean that, listen, I got your message. Your order is being prepared. It is just about to come out. So just keep going. Don't give up. When you see the twos, it senses that you're vibrating low, and it's reminding you to vibrate high because your manifestations are about to come through. Okay. When you see the threes are a help to let you know that, hey, your desires are being manifested right now, but you also have another calling, or there's something indebted in you that you should be doing for your true calling purpose, or you need a business or anything you have idea to create. Now is the time to go do it. When you see the 444s, the fours are just telling you that, hey, you're good, you're where you're supposed to be right now in this time and space, or in space time. So if you see the fours, it's a confirmation of comfort to let you know that everything is all right, nothing is out of place. Even if you feel it is, there's nothing out of place. When you see the fives are telling you that, okay, your desires are manifested right now, and what you have to do now is start to find your true self. There's something that you have to do in your life right now that's showing you to take the chance to do it now, to become a master of something, or if something you've been practicing or something you're doing, you're always at that master level. If you see the sixes are telling you to slow down. You're going too fast. It's telling you that, hold up, you're thinking too much, you're doing too much over analyzation. So that when you see the sixes popping up, it's a sign from the universe to just lay back or chill. When you see the sevens are congratulating you that, hey, everything is perfect right now. We see you, and miracles will happen. Expect miracles. The seven are on the cusp of the eights. If you see the eights, done deal. Your desire will manifest in months, days, weeks, less than a year away when you start to see the eights, because the eight is an infinite amount of energy well sign. If my hands are this, look, if I go like this and I do the eighth, here's the eighth. It never breaks a circumference. It never breaks a circle or a pattern. Look, it continues on and on forever. So when you see the eights, boom. Even that's a guarantee. That's a signature. That's, hey, money is on its way to you in some form. When you see the ones, the 1111, the ones are telling you that be cautious of your thoughts, because whatever you're thinking right now, a portal, an energy portal has been opened up for intense manifestation. So when you see the ones are telling you that whatever you're thinking right now is being manifested instantaneously. Okay? Instantaneously. All right? So the ones, those are it. If you see the nines are rare, but you will see the nines often too. Basically, the nines are telling you that, listen, what you desire is already being manifested and it's coming right now, but it senses that you have despair or you don't trust, or you're not in vibrational harmony. And the nine is letting you know to be aware that it is on the way. All right, guys, these things are proven scientifically at the quantum level. Everything vibrates in energy frequencies. Okay, everything. Well, let me touch on the vibrational numbers, because I've been getting a lot of questions about the vibrational numbers and everything like that. Listen, the vibrational numbers are a system that I did made 4 years ago, and once you start to open up your subconscious mind and you start to see your abilities, I was given the ability to pick up energy frequencies. I'm really good at energy emittance. I can stand next to a person and I could tell whether they're in high vibration or low vibration, and I can actually help raise their vibration by amplifying their signal. So those vibrational numbers, when I get those vibrational numbers and I calculate them, the universe is giving me a signature based off your month and your day, and those are your highest numeric frequencies from conception, not birth. Just before you were born, right there, those numbers are given to you. Those numbers follow you for your life. They are the universe way of help, and they're like your help numbers. And I calculate them, and I also boost those numbers by giving each a master number, makes you vibrate even higher. Now, the successful way to use vibrational numbers is use your vibrational numbers always when you're feeling good, because when you're feeling good, you're in double amplification status. It means you're vibrating even higher. And once you're vibrating higher, in accordance with your vibrational numbers, you will produce the winning tickets, and I've won many of my tickets that way. If you can look at my channel, you see those short videos I post of those slide posts with all those tickets winnings. Those are all mine. They're none. Those are all my winnings, and that's what I use my vibrational numbers for. All right. So that is how you want to proceed, and that's how you will exercise detachment from the outcome. You will start to see results that way. But the important factor is this: detachment part phase. I'm going to help you again to remember, guys. All right. You are co-creators. You have the ability through your subconscious mind to create what you desire. You use your consciousness, you convert those quantum particles, and they, boom, they're into your world as an existence. Because keep in mind, guys, these quantum particles, they always exist in two states. All right. They always have two states of existence. We call them duality. These two states of existence means that this particle always exists as the wave of possibility and the wave of actuality. The wave of possibility is basically leaving everything to chance. That's why you'll see somebody, they'll go into a store, they never played a game of lottery in their life, and they buy one scratch-off ticket, they win $2 million. And you say, whoa, that's because that is the wave of possibility. That's possible. It could happen. It's there. But would you rather leave your life to the wave of possibility, or would you rather have the control to know that you can create money for yourself or manifest money at your own will. That's why you take these particles and put them into an actuality by using your subconscious mind. And you'll do this through the brainwave affirmations. You will eliminate your limiting beliefs. You will do your visualization sessions. You will see what you desire has already existed within your mind and your consciousness, and then it will manifest, it will create, and it will project it out to you by the universe as a tangible event or tangible object you can feel and trust and see. There's a term in physics, or a term in physics or the universe known as entropy. Entropy basically is the state of everything to go from order to disorder. It's a natural process. If you drop a glass, it shatters into pieces. It's disorder. You can actually put it back together though. Okay? So entropy, so the universe works in what we call contrast. Contrast means it has to be light, dark, love, hate, positive, negative. That is contrast. Contrast exists because it is a way to show you, or for you to have a choice of what you want. In order to know, in order to have love, you know hate. Rich, poor. In order to, those are contrasts, okay? In order to have light, there must be dark, vice versa. That's how contrast works, and the universe exists in contrast terms. That is all. So there's always a balance, but you have the key to create it. You can change those quantum particles and collapse them. And this doesn't have to be for lottery. You can use these principles to manifest a house, a car, or anything. I have a question. Please tell me how to talk to your subconscious mind before going to sleep. Okay, yes, I've used that, the talking to your subconscious mind. I've used that a lot, and I've won quite a few bit of money doing that as well. And this is how you'll talk to your subconscious mind. What you will do is, once you start these affirmations and you start getting in line or alignment with your subconscious, then what you want to do, you want to set up a communication system with your subconscious mind. Communication system basically means this: you can ask your subconscious mind to give you a signal through any part of your body. Subconscious mind communicates to you with two ways. You probably haven't heard of it before. It communicates to you with ringing in your ear. Now, when I say ringing in the ear, there's two types. A person could have constant ringing in their ear if they have like a tinnitus, which is a ear, not disease, but something that happens with your ear when you listen to loud music and it affects the eardrums and it rings. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who has not have been exposed to loud music or have tinnitus. Okay, it will communicate through you through a ringing in your ear and a twitching in your eye. The ringing in your ear is the positive one. The twitching in your eye is the negative one, okay? But you can change it. You can go vice versa. But for me, that's how it works. So this is what you do. Once you're doing your affirmations, okay, right before you go to sleep, ask your subconscious a question. Say, for example, start off small so you can work your way large, all right? Just go with 500 bucks. Say out you want to desire to win 500 bucks in the lottery or scratch off. So what you'll do the night before, you'll say to your subconscious mind, show me or direct me to the store that has a $500 winning scratch off ticket. That's it. Okay? Show me and direct me to a store that has a $500 winning scratch off ticket. What will happen is, you get up in the morning, you start on your route, you might go somewhere to get gas. And you say you go into the store, you get a ringing in your ear. Keep in mind, when that ringing in your ear is a subconscious reminding you that, hey, in this store is a $500 winning scratch off ticket. Okay? How do you pick the right scratch off ticket? Because there's a lot. Well, that's where your vibrational numbers come in, the helper. So what you will do is, you will scan the tickets. Okay? You will scan your tickets and you look for your vibrational numbers on there. And the winning ticket, you will know it's a winning ticket because your subconscious will push you to pick the right vibrational number. You pick it and it'll become a winning ticket. Okay? That is how your subconscious works. Guys, remember this. Your subconscious is your higher self. It is in direct communication with source energy, the creator, I am, God slash source energy, whatever you want to call it, but it is the intelligent designer of everything that you're experiencing right now. So your subconscious is always in direct communication with the I am, God, or source energy. So what does that mean? It means that it has infinite, unlimited resources and knowledge to things that your conscious mind cannot even comprehend. So your subconscious will always lead you to success. Remember, you were designed to create. You will always create in your reality right now, whether you are aware of it or not, because you are right now emitting frequencies out, dominant frequencies that are bringing, attracting the people, the sources into your life that you're experiencing right now. So creation and manifestation is a natural inherited gift. The only thing now with manifestation is just to perfect it so you can manifest precisely what you desire. You are always manifesting. It is from the day you were born, it is created. It is how the universe is created, it is how you are created, it is how everything will work for you. So you will manifest every day of your life. So what you'll do now, because you know the keys and the tips, you will use your subconscious and you will create. Somebody have another question. When we buy a ticket, should we think and act like it is so it is a winner? Yes, remember now, everything is already created in the non-physical. So once you buy a ticket, or once you say in your mind, or you thinking in your heart that you've already won, you've already created that in a non-physical realm. It is there already. So what is happening is a time delay. Time delay is basically you're finding the frequency. So if you buy that ticket and you think you feel you're a winner and you check it and you're not a winner, doesn't mean that you're not a winner. It just means that the time delay is going on. But that ticket, that frequency is out, and you will buy a ticket and that ticket will produce that winner soon. It could be tomorrow, it could be next month, it could be 2 months, but it will happen because you've already created it. So when you're losing, or you feel you're not winning, you're not experiencing the manifestation not working. What you're experiencing is the time delay because the universe is searching for that frequency match. That is all that it is. That's all that it is, guys. Key is this: once you put it out, it's already done. It's already created for you. You just have to sit back, live in the present moment. Use the conscious mind as a tool. Just use your conscious mind as the tool. It's not the creator. The subconscious is the creator of it. Your conscious mind will try to throw you off because it has the ego. It will try to tell you this is not going to work. I don't believe this and this and that. And that's because your paradigm system. But once you can convert, once you can clear out those limiting beliefs, then you will start to win a lot of money. You'll win life-changing amount. And this is not just for lottery. This is for anything that you want to manifest. A house, a car, a mate, whatever you do, it is the same because everything is created from these quantum particles. Okay? So that is how the universe will work. But I want to get back to detachment so that you can get detachment, guys. Remember, the sun will always rise tomorrow. You have certainty of that happening. So that's how you have to use your detachment. Once you put it out, it is created in a non-physical. And the, once it's created in the non-physical, that's the quantum world, those quantum particles, it is already existing as an event. Because guys, the quantum world is the real world. Quantum mechanics, we use quantum mechanics to derive everything that we live and we create in life. Quantum mechanics is used in supercomputers, it's used in satellites, it's used to govern our forces. Without quantum mechanics, we could not, the world, the laws of the universe could not exist. So everything starts from the small and it vibrate into the large. So this is how your real world is created. It is created from the quantum level. Okay? Quantum level is the real world. And then we bring it into the physical world. You guys are not aware of this. This hasn't been taught to you guys, and that is why it becomes difficult or almost impossible to manifest your desires because you're going about it the wrong way. You're using the law of attraction, which is just a force, and then you're just sitting feeling good and thinking thoughts, and it's going to come to you, and it never comes to you because you have to know the parts. It's a three-part. I call it a three-plane process. Plane number one is the mind, the consciousness. Okay, plane number two is the emotion that you emit. Plane number three is the force or the law of attraction that brings it to you, and then you'll be manifested into your world as a actual event. But the detachment is what you have to exercise. That means you have to let it go because you have to expect it without delay. Expect it's already done. Like the bar scene I use. When you buy your drink, it's coming. Relax. You paid already. You pay the universe with your thoughts. It doesn't reject it. It takes it in. The law of attraction right now is searching. Right now, it's searching to bring you your desired frequency to manifest into your reality. Okay? Those are the universal laws. Remember the universal laws. There are four universal laws. The EDFs, energy dynamic forces. Vibration, magnetism, frequency, and energy. All right? Those are the four forces that work every day. And you, me, we're all made of them. We are just energy at a subatomic level, and we create through our thoughts and our emotions. Okay? And we talk about the brain, guys. Remember the brain, you don't see, you see from outside, from inside your brain out. Okay? So that is key. You see from inside your brain out, guys. You have what is called in the back of your brain right here, it's called your visionary cortex. That is where your brain takes the signals of light and it changes them into an image. So that is a clear indication that a creation process already begins in the mind, and you project it out to your reality. So you were manifesting from backwards in. You were thinking that you have to see it first, then you will believe it. No, you create it from inside the brain, and it goes out as a projected frequency, and then you creates an image. All right, that's quantum science. That is how it's worked. That's experiments are done, and that is how everything works. Okay. If we find money, should we buy a lottery ticket? If you find money, that's where your higher self comes in. That's where your subconscious comes in. If you find money and you feel you have a nudge or a feeling, then you buy it. You buy the ticket. Let me say one more important point before I close. And this is the thing that a lot of you guys pray, and prayer is good. What prayer basically is a connection, a clear connection line between you and source energy, God, the I am. And I'm going to show you the correct way to pray. If you pray this way, it will help you to manifest anything a lot faster. When you pray, you never pray and ask. For example, I ask you, Father, holy I am, to make me a millionaire. I ask you, can you give me $1 million? Can you help me to get this or that? I pray for you to give me $100,000 to buy this house? I pray for you to give me $1 million? When you pray that way, guys, you will never get what you desire, because here it is. When you ask for something, you're asking is basically saying or requesting something that you don't have yet, because you're asking for it. Okay? When you ask is you're saying, can I have this, because you don't have it yet. And this is the thing. You cannot ask for something that you already have. Remember, the universe, everything is already yours. So when you're asking for it, you're sending a conflicting signal, and you won't get it, because it's a quantum conundrum, I like to call it. It is a mixed signal. So this is how you should pray. When you pray, you must say, bless me to experience the abundant financial wealth and prosperity that you've already bestowed upon me. Bless me to experience the abundant financial wealth and prosperity that you've already bestowed upon me. Bless me to experience having $2 million in my bank account. I'm giving you examples. Bless me to experience being a $1 million lottery jackpot winner. Bless me to experience having life-changing money. Bless me to experience having the home I desire. Bless me to experience having the person, woman, man that I desire. Bless me to experience the health. And here's the key why you have to use those words. Because when you say bless me to experience basically means you've already acknowledged that you have it, so all you have to do now is experience it. Bless me and allow me. When you use the word allow, now you're releasing the energy of non-resistance or of detachment. So that when you say bless me to experience it, now you're telling God or the I am that I know I already have it, and then you'll just let me you have me experience it. That's it. And then you will start to see things flowing into your life. Money, everything will start rolling in because now you know the language to communicate with the universe or the I am. So you never want to say ask. You just want to say key points. Experience it and allow it. Okay? Experience it and allow it. Because once you say bless me to experience it, because you already remember it's given unto you before you ask, guys. So you already have it on a quantum level. It already exists. So when you say bless me to experience it, that means he is now going to let you experience it. And what is experience? Touching, feeling, having it. Look, I'm experiencing this car that I manifest. It's here, it's mine. That's the experience. Your five senses picked it up. Allow me means that, okay, I give you permission. I accept detachment, and I know you will let it into my life. Okay? That's the allowance. So bless me and allow me to experience the abundant financial blessing that you've already bestowed upon me. Already bestowed upon me, you already have it. When you already have it, guess what the universe gives you more of? Already having it. See? That's how the law of attraction brings the magnetic. It gives you more of what you put out, what you desire. Okay? And you always want to start your prayer with gratitude, meaning that when you pray, you must pray and all pray as acknowledge that you already receive what you have. Thank you for allowing me to be financially wealthy. Now, bless me to experience the abundant wealth and prosperity that you've already bestowed upon me now. Because everything works in the present. Subconscious mind now take that information, presents it to the source energy. It'll go to the I am, the universe, or God. He will now read that language and he will see that language to be true. And guess what? He'll project it back to you in energetic frequencies. Those frequencies now will convert through the law of attraction, will go out, it will match the frequency. Boom. It is manifested into your desire as a actual reality. And then you will have what you want. So always pray that way. Don't ever pray with asking. Always pray with the experience and the allowance and in the now. Because that is the language he recognized. This is even in the Bible. Look in the Bible. It says, what a man thinketh, he becomes. If you desire something, if you pray and you believe you will have it, believe it is already yours, you shall have it. Keywords, believe it is already yours. That's the key word. It's in the Bible. This is thousands of years ago, guys. And I'm showing it to you now on a scientific level. I'm using the quantum world to show you how it's proven. Believe it is already yours, and believe in your heart it is already yours, and you shall have it. So he's telling you, you already have it. You just have to believe. If you say to the mountain, move, the mountain shall move. If you have this much faith, it's telling you you have control to create, to move, to anything. It's not saying now tell the mountain's going to literally move. It's just using an analogy to show you that if you have the quantum faith, I like to call it, or the expectation of expecting something, then it will manifest as a reality for you. That's how powerful that energy is. Okay? So that's what I want to leave you guys with. So the important part is now the detachment. Remember how to exercise detachment and continue well. I want to leave one cut. Now, guys, everybody learned differently, so that's why I created the Facebook page. It is a free page. It's called Manifesting Lottie Winners Using Consciousness and Law of Attraction. I teach and I coach you guys freely, and I show you how to do it. Now, there's some individuals learn different pace, and by doing these methods, you will learn. Now, I do coach, and I only coach 10 students per time. So if you guys feel you need one-on-one coaching, you can contact me, let me know. I can help you. And that is basically how I want to leave you guys with. So now you know the secrets to creation. And you can go ahead and check the Facebook page out. It is free. I do a lot of pointers and I do a lot of tips and posts so you can get more interaction and one-on-one connection. Okay? So those are the keys today. And happy manifesting. And once you start to use these techniques, you will see how your world will change and you will see substantial results. All right. So thank you for watching. Any questions, just feel free to leave in the comment section, guys. Thank you again.